Okay, here we go. Um, this is the first of a number of screencasts that I'm going to make to show you how research can be so much easier and smarter now with tools that are 2 or 3 years old and what is called Web 2.0, which means this is not the internet that your parents know how to use. These are new revolutionary tools. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is Bloglines. Okay, Bloglines is what is called an RSS feed reader. Just think of it as a way to subscribe to websites and blogs that have to do with what you want to read about. They will send whatever website or blog that you subscribe to will send you all of their latest articles, which are called feeds, to Bloglines. So picture it as a morning newspaper. Every hour, Bloglines will refresh with any new content from all of your subscriptions. Now, I use it for a million reasons. I use it for entertainment. I read about stuff I'm interested in, but I also use it for work, for research, for grading your blogs, grading your wikis, for any time you put something new on a wiki, it comes to my Bloglines because I've subscribed to it. So let's walk through setting up a Bloglines account. First of all, let's go to sign up now. And let's see if it works on that email address. Yay, okay. So you see that now I've got a Bloglines account set up with this thing. Now, get used to this. You can read, you can write. So it says that my Bloglines account has not been confirmed yet, so I have to go to the email. So now I've got to go to my Bloglines email, the one I I gave the address for. It's in my Yahoo. And there's the Bloglines email telling me to validate, which means confirm, which means say, yeah, I just asked you for an account. So all I do is read and click on the link to. Okay, so that easy, right? So now, what do we have here? Welcome to Bloglines. And you see that it's got some quick picks for some suggestions. This is just for, your interest. You like comics, you can click on that. Or you can open it up and see what sort of things. Ah. See, so those are just some recommended feeds. If you're into conservative politics, critical thinking, environmentalism, fashion, you can see that you can just sort of browse and get free subscriptions to all of those things. You can do that later. Over here on the right side, you see that it gives you some popular subscriptions. Other people like these, so again, Scientific American, quotes of the day. I like quotes of the day. I use it. And by the way, you could use that to find cool quotes to start your essays and that sort of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I like quote for the day. So I'm going to click that to subscribe to it immediately. Scientific American is pretty fun usually. BBC News. Wired News gives you technology, um, like computer news. CNN.com, why not? New York Times, why not? So you get your morning newspaper. Urban Legends, that sounds fun. The digital art community, that sounds interesting. National Geographic's a great site. You see you've got MTV News there, iTunes Top 25 Songs, Daily Show videos. I like Stephen Colbert better. About literature, contemporary art competitions list on Blogger. Sure, those all sound good. So I'll just go ahead and subscribe to those right now by clicking right there, subscribe to my selections. Okay, and you can see that over here, under feeds, I've now got those 13 feeds that I just subscribed to. Now, what a mess, right? I don't want all of those feeds random, so I'm going to edit my feeds to make some folders to put them in. Choose operation. Nope. New folder. I'm going to click on it. So let me see. I see that I've got about literature right there, so I'm going to go ahead and create a literature folder. I'm going to call it humanities because I like having literature and art and history and all those things in one place. So I've just created a humanities folder. You see that it has popped up right there. So now I'm going to just drag and drop all of the feeds that have to do with humanities. Quotes of the day, that's sort of literature, so I'll put that in humanities. Art competitions, I'll put that in humanities because arts is part of humanities. Okay, now I'm going to make another folder because I've got a lot of newspapers in there. So I'm going to put one newspapers. And now I'm going to drag my stuff. New York Times will go into newspapers. And CNN will go into newspapers. And BBC will go into newspapers. And now I'm going to make another folder called computers. And in that computers folder, I'm going to put the digital art community because that's computerized art. I'm going to put Wired News because that's about computers. And I'm going to go ahead and put the Daily Show into humanities. It's pop culture, but that's good enough. I'm going to put Urban Legends into humanities because that's pop culture, but it's close too. And finally, I have two left. I have Scientific American and National Geographic, so I'm going to go ahead and make a new folder for science. You'll see it pop up right here. I'm going to put Scientific American into it, and I'm going to put National Geographic into it. All right, so now I'm going to hit Finished. And you'll see that now I've got under Computers those two things. Under Humanities, when I open that up, I've got all those things, and so forth.